Hey everybody, Nate here from WASD20. Welcome back. Today I'm really excited because we're going to be taking a look at a new product and drawing a little dungeon today. And it is on isometric gaming paper. Gaming paper was very kind and sent me this box that has 4 rolls of their brand new, as of yet unreleased to the public as far as I know, isometric gaming paper. This is white isometric gaming paper on blue grid. And it comes in 30-foot rolls. And yeah, I don't know when they're planning to release this to public, or if they're planning to do a Kickstarter, or what the deal is. But it's not quite out yet. They've just been sending it around limited release. I saw a video last week of gaming paper showing it off, and it got me kind of excited about it. So I'm really pumped that they sent me a couple rolls. So yeah, we're going to open this up, and I'm going to drop an isometric dungeon on it. And I think it's going to be a lot of fun. So stick around. Let's do this. Alright guys, so here we have my basic dungeon that I drew up the other day, and we're going to be transferring this from traditional graph paper to this isometric gaming paper and seeing how that looks. And this is the first time I've done this, so here we go. We're just going to start. So I will draw right here the first couple squares of the room. Whoops, that's actually going to be a door. And what I'm doing here is these first 3 squares I'm drawing on the diagonal. That's the thing, is we've got these diamond patterns here, and these vertical lines are going to be like the corner of a room, for example. Could go up like that if I wanted to make the wall there. And it's debatable on whether or not you want to make the walls. I don't know. We can try it both ways, but for now I'm just going to draw the basic floor plan. And this is going to be, I'm just going to indicate it this way, it's going to be a door, a double door actually. Alright, and then we'll go, I've got 4 squares this way, so now we're going on the diagonal the other way. 2, 3, 4, and then we go into 1, 2, and then here we go, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, like that. Yeah, I'm going to shorten this up a little bit just because I want to see if I can fit this whole thing. I might not be able to. I have a feeling I won't be able to, but I'm going to shorten it up a little bit. So I did 3 squares there, but I'm just going to do 2 here, and now we'll go out 3 here. And then we've got 8 squares going this way. I counted them. So we'll go now 2, 4, 6, whoops, got a little wavy there, 8, and then 2 here, 1, 2. Alright, now we'll do the same thing over here. Alright, so this is kind of a temple, and I imagine this is kind of the entryway, and then we go up into the main sanctuary of the temple. And I've got some pillars here. This is one of the cool things is, you know, you can make these what were just plain old dots into more 3D objects in an isometric dungeon. So I'm going to count 1, 2, and then there's 1 pillar right here. For a circle, I kind of draw it at an angle a little bit. It becomes an oval because we're at an isometric view. And then we'll have another one right here. Not fully sure on how to do these. I think you want to make them start to go up so it looks like a 3D object. But if these pillars are going all the way up to the ceiling, I'm not going to draw them all the way up. Just want to show that basically, now if these are going straight up, I went a little crooked there, but you want to try to keep them parallel with these vertical lines. These are for vertical objects. Okay, so I can just make it there, and that just gives the impression that there are pillars here. Something like that. Alright, so we're going to keep going here. Now this part's a little tricky. Let's say I wanted to make a raised area, and on here I have got some steps. So I'm going to make I'm going to make this pretty raised. This might not be this raised in reality, but I'll make it fully up 1 step here. Could go a half a step or even less, and then down here. So this is like a little ledge, and then we go up We'll just go 2 here. I had 3 on mine, but again, I'm going to make it a little shorter. Getting wavy there. And I went too far. Getting inattentive too. So that line should not be there, but oh well. And now we're going to make an altar on this raised area. So we can kind of make this going here. And we're going to make stairs too. So let's say our stairs start right here. And sorry, my camera died a second there, so I didn't really explain how to do the steps very well, but I will explain on the next staircase much better. And you could go actually and make them like that, but this is the easy way that it communicates the idea that these are stairs and this is a raised area. And make a line here. There you go. So that's the basics of how you might draw this. Now, if you wanted to add walls, a couple ways you could do that. In this room, we could try making like full walls pretty much, where go like this. And I want to go in the middle here of this square, so I went a little too far once again. And then you can even make a little, add a little dimension to it. So if I wanted to stop right there, anyway, that got a little messed up, but you get the idea. And then the tricky thing is, where do you stop? Where do you stop with the walls, right? So, you know, obviously there, but then this one, if I do that, it's going to kind of cover up this right here. You see? So maybe I do a dotted line or something. I don't know. I'm still learning. And then you come down right there. And then this right here, I don't know. Again, that's kind of up to you to figure out how you want to do that. Communicate the idea that there is a wall here. Now here I can do maybe a little more firm. I can do some double doors of some kind as the entrance to my temple. A little crooked on that, and then handles there. So lots of options here. You can go and do an arch there. You can do more three-dimensional objects, like let's say I wanted to do a well, this isn't so three-dimensional, but it can help just add detail, I guess. We can do tapestries on the wall here, so that's kind of the hanger, and then we've got our tapestry hanging down like that. Some kind of banner, I guess, is more accurate. And there you go. You can do like a window here. Now I want to make it, there we go. It's a little bit tricky to wrap your mind around at first, how to do these three-dimensional objects. Another way to portray the walls that I saw in the gaming paper tutorial that I kind of liked was just doing the corners to kind of show like, hey, there's a wall here, but not really doing too much detail. And you can just kind of shade that in if you want to. Kind of a cutout, sort of, I guess you could call it. There we go. So that's another way to do it. I'm actually going to make like a rug here. Oops, kind of messed it up. There we go. Now up here, on mine I had like an altar. I'm going to just make it like a table. So let's try this here. If I make a leg, 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 leg of the table, how would that look? There we go. It's not real pretty. I need to make the legs a little longer. But you get the basic idea. It's a table. This would go this way. There we go. And you can make, add more kind of dimension to it and the details. You can make little candelabras, right? Runner off the table of some kind. On my map, I had a little chest in the corner over here. I think I'll change it, maybe put it right here. So I like, when I'm doing these 3D objects, to put the corners down on the ground. Kind of visually, it helps me. And then we would put our chest right there. Now I already did the walls, so it'll be a little messy, but that's okay. Still communicates that basic idea. Here's a chest. Okay, now here I'm making more stairs, and you notice I am, instead of going straight that way, which I would normally do, I'm instead going the next one up. So instead of going that way, and if you want to make them even steeper, you could go that way, but that'd be more like a ladder. So here we go. So for the rest of the map here, I'm going to be skipping ahead quite a bit, and you've kind of seen now the basic process of drawing an isometric dungeon on this gaming paper. So I'll be skipping around and fast forwarding a bit, but yeah, the paper itself is, I'm pretty impressed with it. I like it. I think it'll provide a unique perspective for dungeons, and just kind of something different, something that again gives a little more dimension. And if you are a good enough artist, which that's debatable for me, you can reflect things maybe more accurately, so you can see this is not just a square, this is actually like a little chest, this is not just a rectangle, it's a table, and this is not just some squiggly lines, these are boulders or stones. There's a lot of potential there for, I don't know, just more accurately showing things to your players. And you can still use miniatures because they are 1-inch squares. Even though they're diamonds, they're still 1-inch squares, and it works pretty well for that. So if you notice on my dungeon map, there is a circular room here, and this was a bit of a challenge. I did not get it maybe down to an exact science, but my basic strategy was to make 4 corners for a square, and then try to kind of curve in between those 4 corners, kind of also marking midway between each corner where the circle would actually touch, the curve of the circle would actually touch there. But you'll see it didn't end up perfect, but close enough. Alright, so that's going to about do it for this one. I want to thank you very much for joining me once again, and yeah, isometric gaming paper. It seems pretty cool. I think I will probably back it to get more of this stuff because I really like it. I'll be interested to see what my players think of it, and maybe I'll keep you posted on that. But stay tuned for their Kickstarter coming soon. And yeah, thanks again for joining me. If you have any comments or questions, as always, leave them down below. I'd love to hear from you. If you enjoyed this one, give it a thumbs up for me, please. And make sure you're subscribed. New videos every Wednesday. All right, everybody take care. You'll see me again very soon.